Music mogul Sean Diddy Combs back behind bars. A magistrate judge denying him bail, saying that there were no conditions that she could conceive of that would make her confident that he would appear again for other court appearances. The judge saying, "My concern is this is a crime that happens behind closed doors." Diddy's lawyers had argued that he had made good faith efforts by showing up in New York, ready to surrender to face these charges. But prosecutors said that he could not be trusted, that he has a history of trying to intimidate witnesses, including some who are going to be witnesses in this case. They urged the judge to remand him. She did. And when the judge did, Diddy, who was sitting at the defense table with his attorneys, did not show any signs of emotion. He took a sip of water before he was led out of the courtroom by the U.S. Marshals. Now, his lawyers have vowed to fight this. They are going to be back in court on Wednesday before the judge who will oversee this trial and try to get Diddy to be released.
There's talk that they try to propose a $50 million bail for P. Diddy, but I don't think that's going to happen. I start the pages of XXL magazine. Go to the website there. It is what it says here on XXL magazine. It says here, Diddy's attorney proposes $50 million bail package after his ex-trafficking arrest. So basically, he's arrested on that, and I heard word about that much earlier, and it's a matter of time. You know it's going to go down. We got Homeland Security raided both your homes in Miami and Los Angeles. That's a very big tell. But it goes on here on XXL magazine. It says, Diddy's lawyer is proposing a $50 million bail package for the embattled music mogul after he was arrested for ex-trafficking, racketeering, and conspiracy, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Now, keep the word recall in mind. If I'm correct, it's racketeering, influence, corruption, and something else. Well, I read the whole thing, I'm like, wow, okay. So like I said before earlier, he's the same threat level as the mafia and the drug cartel. That is scary. Then it says here, on Tuesday, September 17th, Diddy's lawyer, Mark Agnofolino, filed a letter to the Southern District of New York's magistrate, Judge Robin F. Todakovsky, asking for the release of his client. Right. He proposed a $50 million package in exchange for Puff's freedom. Diddy is willing to put up his Miami home valued at $48 million as collateral to help secure the bail money. He does have two homes, you know. They got one in LA, so it doesn't matter. If he has to leave the country and sneak out, he'd do that too, if given opportunity. It continues. The bond is reportedly co-signed by Diddy's mother, his sister, the mother of his oldest daughter, and his 3 sons. Diddy would concede being monitored by GPS and only leave his home for court dates and doctor's visits. Basically, he'd be under house arrest and can monitor bracelet, which is a joke. With the vast resources that Diddy has, yeah, that's a joke. Don't try to be funny. Diddy is charged with 1 count of racketeering conspiracy, which carries a maximum sentence of a life sentence. There's more. 1 count of ex-trafficking by force, fraud or coercion, which carries a maximum sentence of 1 life in prison, and a mandatory minimum sentence of 15 years in prison, and 1 count of transportation for purposes of prostitution, which carries a maximum service of 10 years in prison. Let me see if I can add this all up here, because that sounds like a lot of time I don't think he can do. First charge is racketeering conspiracy, which carries maximum of 1 life sentence, and that's for that 1 charge alone. Next, 1 count of ex-trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, which carries a maximum sentence of 1. So basically, that's 2 life sentences right off the bat. 2 life sentences, maximum. And a mandatory minimum of 15 years in prison, and 1 count. Yeah, minimum. Okay, so 1 count of transportation for purpose of prostitution, which carries maximum sentence of 10 years. So either way, he's going to be in jail. He's facing, at the bare minimum, 1 life sentence, minimum. And he could serve like about, Lord knows how many decades for his out, but let me read the rest of this before I get too far ahead of myself. Yeah, a little detail that I'm not going to get into. 14-page indictment. Yeah, holy moly, this was says here. There's another part that says the most shocking details in Diddy's 14-page indictment, including freak-offs and video recordings of victims. Again with that word again with that term, freak-offs. That is disturbing. Okay, it continues here. This extensive bail package is just the latest move by Puff's lawyer to get the mogul out from behind bars. Shortly before the indictment was unsealed on Tuesday by Agni Felino told reporters that he would fight hard to secure Diddy's innocence. From what I heard, ain't going to happen. He continues. He's going to plead not guilty, obviously. He's going to fight with all his energy and all his might and the full confidence of his lawyers. Agni Felino said, I expect a long battle for the good result of Mr. Combs. I'm going to fight like hell to get him released. He should be released with all he done coming here voluntarily. It doesn't matter. If what I'm hearing though is right, because it's not, number one, if the feds got some stuff on you, you got something to worry about. And the fact that other high-level people in entertainment add on saying like, yeah, he's done this, he's done that, it's no longer becoming hearsay. It's becoming fact. Just the fact that he did what he did with Cassie Ventura, that alone is going to make him look really, really bad. He goes on to say Diddy was arrested Monday, September 16th, at Park Hyatt Hotel in Midtown Manhattan, where he was staying. Diddy was then taken to the FBI field office in Manhattan. He goes on here, read more. Diddy allegedly punched Cassie. Ooh. He punched Cassie in the stomach at a dinner while Usher, Neo, and Jimmy Levine present. So basically, eyewitnesses on one of his assaults on Cassie Ventura. Okay, let me go down here. Oh, snap. Okay, Sean Combs' lawyers are asking for his release. This letter will walk the court through the series of actions taken by Mr. Combs over the past 6 months to prove that he's not a flat risk or danger to anyone in the community. Like I said, this Saturday I'm going to post all this on here on my page when I go live, so you can see it for yourself though. Okay, folks. Talk to you later. Peace. Wow, things getting worse and worse for Diddy. And it looks like he got denied twice for requesting bail. Denied twice. This is from Fox News. Let me check very carefully before I go any further. Yep, while remaining in federal custody. This is from what Fox News has. Oh, wow. Diddy remains in prison after bail appeal denied. And according to Fox News, it says authorities arrested Sean Diddy Combs on charges of racketeering, conspiracy, ex-trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution. And this been published right here. A judge denied bail Sean Combs like twice. A judge denied Diddy's bail for the second time as the disgraced music mogul fought for his release Wednesday. Sean Diddy Combs appeared in front of U.S. District Attorney Judge Andrew Carter for a second chance at the bail after being charged with racketeering, conspiracy, ex-trafficking by force, fraud and coercion, and transportation to engage in prostitution. The rapper entered a not guilty plea hours after the indictment detailing his alleged ex-crimes was unsealed. Carter cited the possibility Combs would tamper with the witnesses as reasoning for denying bail. No kidding. That makes all sense in the world. This man got way too much power, way too much money, way too much influence to be running free. My biggest worry what about his friends, what about his associates, unless the feds are keeping an eye on them. And plus two, other guys in his circle may be at risk. Keep that in mind. So, like I said, Diddy is just the first. So the question is, how many more fall after Diddy? That's the big question. Like I said, there's so many things on there, it's unreal. Okay, Assistant U.S. Attorney Emily Johnson pointed to Diddy's long history of intimidating his accusers and witnesses of his alleged abuse. Johnson claimed text messages showed Diddy forced his victims into participating in sexual encounters he referred to as freak-offs. I'm sorry I caught the meaning of that. I'm so sorry. The rapper allegedly recorded the X acts and used the videos as leverage for their silence. Wow. Combs' defense team was minimizing and horrifically understanding the rapper's tendency to engage in violence. According to U.S. Attorney's Office, Johnson took issue with the way Diddy lawyer characterized the 2016 assault on his then girlfriend Cassie as a fight between two romantic partners. All I'm gonna say, this happened in front of eyewitnesses. Plain and simple. Combs is a danger to the community, poses a serious risk to the integrity of his case, Johnson argued. The original decision to deny bail was spot on, New Jersey-based defense attorney David Gelman told Fox News Digital. So it doesn't matter if Diddy puts up $1 billion, we're not going to let him out. It makes no sense. If Diddy would get $1 billion, he could do it. But it doesn't matter how much money he gets up. It doesn't matter. Not one bit. It continues. I've been missing you, Singer proposed $50 million in a bail package that included GPS monitoring at his home on Miami's Star Island. Combs' team attempted to show the judge that he was not a flight risk by his communication with his attorney's office during the ongoing investigation. Diddy offered to post $50 million for his bail was unheard of. Goes on here. He knew this was all coming down. He prepared for it. He had an $18 million mortgage on his home in Miami. He paid that off in August, knowing that he would have some assets in liquidity because he had put up bail, Gelman explained. I truly thought that he was going to get bail. I really did until I heard the brief from the U.S. Attorney's Office to the judge asking them to deny the bail. When you start to witness tamper, it doesn't matter how much money you put up. It doesn't matter if you give them your passport. You really handcuff your attorney. Yeah. And one of the pictures they have is his son, one of his sons come to court for the rapper's bail hearing. And I think one of his sons is Quincy Brown and King Combs. Yeah, they arrived at the federal court. And this was says here, Fox Nation Special explores Sean Diddy Combs' investigations raids. Well, it won't be just Fox News. It'd be everybody's on in it. Everybody. It'd be Fox News, CNN, ABC, CBS, NBC, MSNBC. Whoever's involved, they're in it. They want to be all in it. Goes on, Judge Robin Tonosky, I think. I'm mangling the name. Originally denied Diddy's bail appeal Tuesday. The judge decided that there's no conditions she could impose on Diddy. Tomasky pointed out that the X trafficking is a crime that happens behind closed doors, and the rapper would be hard to watch, even in pretrial monitoring services. The judge considered alternatives to detainment, but found none was sufficient. Tonosky conceded the weight of the evidence against Diddy was sufficient. The U.S. Attorney's Office worried that Diddy would possibly obstruct justice or threaten witnesses. The assistant attorney claimed Diddy knew about the investigation in February and continued to contact witnesses. So basically, he put his possible witnesses on notice. So here we go. The office also pointed to his alleged decades-long history of violence as his pattern of abuse. The attorney's office indicated no bail conditions could address these possible issues. Well, this is a big deal here. Yeah, they did. What you got here? Diddy appeared for the first time in court Tuesday after being charged. If found guilty, he could face a minimum of 15 years behind bars or a maximum of a life sentence. Disturbing allegations were laid out against Diddy in the explosive indictment unsealed Tuesday, just one day after his arrest in New York City hotel lobby. Authorities allege Diddy ran a criminal enterprise through his businesses, including Bad Boy Entertainment, Combs Enterprise, Combs Global, among others. So he has a literal empire, literal. He used firearms. threats of violence, coercion, and verbal, emotional, physical, and sexual abuse to fulfill his sexual desires, according to the unsealed indictment obtained by Fox News Digital. Diddy and his employees would intimidate, threaten, and lure female victims into Combs' orbit. Often under the pretense of a romantic relationship, Combs allegedly then used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause the victims to engage in extended sexual acts with male commercial ex-workers that Combs referred to as, among other things, freak-offs. Diddy often provided IV fluids to his victims after freak-offs to recover from physical exertion during drug use, per the indictment. What? Caligula. I might as well go there too. Sodom and Gomorrah. At the rate this goes on, expect sulfur from the heavens come pouring down on earth if this keeps up. During the raid at Diddy's homes in March, authorities seized freak-off supplies. What? Freak-off supplies? What? Along with 3 AR-15s. Weapons. With the face serial numbers, illegal, the court doc states. The feds also took cases and cases of kinds of personal lubricant and baby oil. Keyword is cases and cases. Baby oil that Diddy's staff members allegedly used to stock the hotel's room for the freak-offs. More than 1,000 bottles altogether, Williams said in a press conference. 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lube. No brother is that dry. Oh boy. This is just all sorts of wrong on so many levels. So, am I surprised that they denied his bail twice? Because he's got to go free. Yeah, he will, terrify possible witnesses. He would, I think he'd be in contact with them before he got busted. But folks, what do you think about this? And don't worry, this Saturday it's gonna be about Diddy, all like Lord knows how long. But this thing with Diddy, I knew it was coming. But the question is, who would be next after Diddy? Leave your thoughts and opinions and your answers in the comments down below. Peace.